Get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. As one Crookshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else, where we also teach not rising to the occasion, but falling to your level of preparation. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this. Oh, we got to take today. Oh, we got to take today. Let me get back up just a little bit. Take you back to Sunday of this week. Recording this Wednesday. I believe it is May. Today is Wednesday, Entrepreneur Wednesday, May 21st, 2025. Back up to Sunday a couple days ago, where I gave what I thought would be the first and final take of this Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese situation that happened opening day of the WNBA, where, you know, the story was more so about the foul, the reaction, the common foul that Caitlin Clark gave to Angel Reese, and the reaction when it comes to Angel Reese and all that kind of stuff. Again, that's blowing up all over the internet. I gave my take, and I thought I was through giving that take until I saw RG3's video pop up on my YouTube feed, and I listened to his take, because, you know, if it's a subject that I address, I'm always interested in hearing other perspectives as well. And he pointed out something that I didn't even see, because I didn't actually watch the game. I just caught the clips that actually went viral. He pointed out something that was very important in this whole conversation, all right? He pointed out the fact that, look, before Caitlin Clark gave a very common foul to Angel Reese pushed her teammate in the back. I mean, two hands, pushes her in the back. Caitlin Clark is obviously upset about that, and then she goes after and doesn't let more of a post player, you know, go get an easy bucket. So she fouls her, and then she walks away. She avoids the confrontation after. You can see it on fucking camera. Caitlin Clark does the right thing. She has the foul. She walks away, lets it go, and is ready to go on and play ball and continue to kick their ass. Yet Angel Reese, who's getting her ass kicked on the court, getting her ass kicked, was wrong for pushing the girl in the back, number one. And then she gets up after a common foul, and you see it ready. She's ready to actually swing on her, to the point where Caitlin Clark's teammate, Aaliyah Boston, has to stop her. She has to stop her from actually swinging on her. Had Aaliyah Boston not been there, Angel Reese easily would have swung on Caitlin Clark and connected, and probably would have been, who knows, suspended for the entire season. That's what would have happened had Aaliyah Boston not stepped in. That's how blinded with anger Angel Reese was, right? So RG3 pointed out that point in his video, and that's one of the things I picked up. And the thing that has absolutely taken over the internet, just gone absolutely viral, is the comments that good old Ryan Race Hustling Clark made. Now, I say that because I've grown to really despise. I used to love The Pivot. I used to love listening to Ryan Clark. I used to share so much of that show, and it has gotten to the point where I can't take it. I can't listen to any of his comments. So, you know, I saw it pop up on my feed. I love Fred Taylor. I love Channing Crowd. I love their style and how measured they are in terms of when they comment on certain things. But Ryan Clark just takes shit too far, and the issue is, in my opinion, is he's trying to mix two worlds. He's trying to mix the corporate ESPN world with the media world, with the underground media world, where you're speaking authentically and being honest. You can't do both at his stage, at the stage. I just don't think he has the ability to do both. But that's neither here nor there. Let me just get into what went viral. So Ryan Clark had the absolute audacity, not to actually comment on the play. All right, the play was clear as day. You could watch the film and you could listen to what RG3 said. He gave a constructive take on what happened on the play and what he saw. Did not bring race into it at all. He's just making an observation based on what's seen on film, which is what you're supposed to do. So now, instead of and the thing is, here's what's crazy. Before Ryan Clark gave his take, and I watched as much of it as my stomach could take, because once Ryan Clark started talking, I had to turn it off. So there were pieces of it that I missed after that made it worse, or that it got actually worse when I listened to some of the way other people addressed it and all that kind of stuff. But so basically what happened was Fred Taylor, who is Ryan Clark's co-host, he basically gave the same take that RG3 gave. Basically said, hey, look, at the end of the day, we can't run around acting like Angel Reese is a victim here. She was 1,000% wrong for what she did. She fouled the girl first. Yeah, she fouled the girl first, and then you take a common foul. Instead of you just going and taking your free throw shots, you try to go after her and you start trying to, fight her and all that kind of stuff. The game has no place for that at all. All right. So Fred Taylor gave that taken. Obviously it gets brushed off by Ryan Clark, and this is what, and I'll be talking about this next week when I do a whole week on black fatigue. But between black fatigue and race hustling, this is classic, primetime classic race hustling, classic black fatigue. This is where race hustling meets black fatigue, where people are just getting so fucking tired and so fucking fed up of it. It's enough. It's enough, because instead of Ryan Clark having that or backing up his co-host and taking that stance and just saying, you know what, at the end of the day, love Angel Reese, love what she's about, love her passion for the game. At the end of the day, she was wrong for doing what she needed to, wrong for doing what she did. And hey, just getting better. That's being a young player, and we're just gonna move on. She wants to be treated like a man. She wants to be paid like the man. Then she's got to be able to take a fucking common foul like a man. That's the way it is. That's the way the game is played. Okay? Instead of him saying that, he gets into what RG3 had said about Angel Reese, and he takes a complete, a really, really low shot by saying, RG3 will never, ever, ever, ever understand what a black woman goes through because he married 2 white women. Now that's not just taking a shot at RG3. That's taking a shot at every single black man that has decided that he is going to date or marry a woman that's not a black woman, that's not in his race. That is the kind of disrespect. That's the kind of disregard. That's how willing they are to throw us black men under the bus just to prove a point, just to talk about, just to not hold themselves accountable, just to not teach accountability, just to not say, hey, Angel Reese, you were wrong for doing that. Let's move on from it. I got to go and take shots at other black men. I'm a black man, and I got to take shots at other black men because of who they prefer to date. It can't be that, hey, maybe they ran into a black girl that had the fucking attitude like an Angel Reese, and the thing that got displayed in that whole situation is how Angel Reese's attitude is ultimately something that's going to deter her, ultimately something that's become a detriment and that takes away from her fucking game. Isn't that something I've been saying for the past 3 years since she came on the scene? That's the problem. But the reason the attitude stays in that way is because there's simp-ass motherfuckers like Ryan Clark who decide, okay, instead of just saying, hey, look, she was wrong for what she did. She was wrong. First of all, she was wrong 3 years ago when she goes and waves the feint, when she goes and sticks it up Caitlin Clark's ass. She was wrong when she got her ass kicked the next year for sitting in the podium crying about how she's been sexualized, and then she's wrong now. At the end of the day, she's been on the wrong side of this the whole time, and somebody got to say it. Some black men got to say it and say, look, if you want to be playing ball and professional ball, this is the way it is. You can't go around running around like, oh, well, we deserve to be paid like the men, and we going to be doing this and then. It's almost like that year. Remember that year where Cam Newton won the MVP, and all year, the Carolina Panthers, they went to the Super Bowl, I believe it was Super Bowl 50, and all year Cam Newton's been dabbing, he's dancing on cats, he's going in the end zone, he's throwing off, he's really sticking, he's really, really, doing a lot. He's doing a lot. And then he gets to the Super Bowl. They play the Denver Broncos. He gets his ass kicked. Von Miller and the whole defensive line, the whole Broncos defensive line absolutely shut his ass down. He gets to the podium. He got nothing to say. You know what they said about Cam Newton during that entire offseason? You know what a lot of NFL players came on and said? Like, look, bro, you dabbed all year. All year you was talking all this mess. You was doing a whole lot, and you got nothing to say at the end of the day when you get your ass kicked in the Super Bowl. That's the same way Angel Reese needs to be treated, okay? You got a whole lot of shit to say. You got a whole lot of talk. You got a whole bunch of magazine shoots, and you got famous off all this bullshit. And when you get your ass kicked, you got to be able to take it too. That's if there's a lot of women out there, a lot of feminists out there talking about, they need to be paid like the men, they need to be paid like the men, they need to be treated like the men. That's the way men get treated when it comes to professional sports, when you play shit and when you get your ass kicked on the court the way her team got her ass kicked. That's what we got to start doing. Accountability. Listen, I got a whole week's worth of material on this next week. Just stay tuned next week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It's taking off. It's coming. A whole lot of stuff coming. We got football season coming. There's a whole lot that I got to get off my chest, especially when it comes to this, because it's starting to you're starting to see how ridiculous it is. It's starting to get so fucking ridiculous how you would take a shot at a man's wife that had nothing to do with anything if you listen to that bullshit. Anyway, I'm getting long-winded. Main website to check out to dive deeper into everything I'm doing. It's makeyourmove.com. It's makeyourmove.com. It's your one-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. If you want a staff, you want a group, if you want a business in which this kind of shit doesn't happen, this kind of shit doesn't affect your profits, be sure to ask about the employee development workshops. Everyone out there, continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.